Hi Stampers, it's Gigi with StampFUNatics, and today, as promised, I have about 3 ideas for you on using our new vellum paper that you can earn with our Sale-a-Bration. And this is, let me show you where it is in our new catalog. It is on page 7, and it's right here, and you can earn it with a $50 order. And the 3 colors are just stunning. We've got, let me look at the names again. It is Pool Party, which is this pretty blue. Then there is Purple Posy. And then also we have our soft seafoam. So for this card that I'm going to show you today, I'm going to be using the soft seafoam. So what I've used for stamps is I'm using our So Sentimental. I'm going to be using the one, let's see, that says Sending Healing Hugs, because it's flu season. It's got all kinds of viruses, everything going around. I thought this would be a nice time to send a healing card. And also, we're going to be using the matching stitched framelits. These are stitched so sweetly, and they're just stunning. And if you purchase these together, you can save 10%. And then I'm also going to be using our Thoughtful Blooms for the little flower that we're going to be stamping and cutting out. And this is free again in Sale-a-Bration that you can earn. And then I'm also going to be using our leaf punch, and I'm going to be using some of our soft seafoam green paper again to make our leaves here. So let's get started. I'm using a piece today of our thick Whisper White paper because this is going to be our card base, and I've cut it this way this time. So right down the middle at 4 1/4, and then I scored it at 5 1/2. And I'll have all of these in my newsletter, all of the dimensions, all of the supplies of everything I'm going to show you today. So you can just, if you haven't subscribed already, just go to StampFUNatics.com and get signed up, and you'll have all the information you need. Okay, so I'm going to be using, like I said, a piece of this soft seafoam green. I love this color. Haven't really used it that much, but I'm going to take some of my liquid glue, and I'm just going to spread it around. And this dries pretty clear. If you notice, I haven't really done it around the ends. You don't have to. You can if you want. The center part will definitely hold it. And I'm just going to put it down like that. Let's make sure I've got this folded with a good crease. There we go. Okay, I'm going to put that aside. And then I have taken a piece of Whisper White, and I'm using, I believe it was the second largest. No, the actual largest. Yeah, the largest of these cutting dies to cut out a piece of Whisper White. All right, let me put that back together. And this is what we're going to build on. So the first thing I want to do is take my Sending Healing Hugs, and I'm going to be using Calypso Coral. I love the coral with that light green. It just, I think it goes really nicely. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp that on our Whisper White. And then I'm going to be taking from our Stitch So Sweetly, I'm going to use this one to cut my saying out. I'm just going to lay it over there and put it through my die cutting machine. And then I'd have a piece like this. And so I'm going to go ahead and pop that up with some dimensionals. So let's do that. I think I'll put a couple on the other sides too, just so it doesn't teeter-totter. And we'll go ahead and put that on. Let me get the ends off. These new Sale-a-Bration papers, I'm just falling in love with them. I did a video prior, if you haven't seen it, with the foils that are new. And then after that, I promised I would give you one with these beautiful vellum papers. And so that's what I'm doing now. Okay, so now I'm going to take my leaf punch and another piece of the vellum, and I'm going to cut out 2 leaves. And then I'm going to take just a little bit of snail. Now I'm going to use my silicone mat just because I don't want to get my surfaces sticky. And I'm just going to put a little bit on the leaf like that. And let's lift that up, and I'm going to slide that in that corner like that. And then, oh, I've lost my other leaf. Oh, there it is. It's stuck on the bottom. Okay. Let's see, that's the flat part. So I'm going to, again, just put a little bit of snail to hold that down, and I'm going to put it down in this corner of the card, kind of angle it, and then we'll put that aside. And then I'm going to take a piece of Whisper White, and I'm going to take that Calypso Coral, and one of the flowers, I'll show you which one we're using. We're going to be using this one from the Thoughtful Blooms, and I'm going to just stamp 2. Nope, that one didn't stamp real good, so let's just do one more. Okay, I'm going to get my matching punch. Actually, this one didn't. Let's just do it again. That one didn't stamp so well. I think I'm trying to rush too much. There we go. Got to give a little bit of time for the ink to release. And I'm going to go ahead and match that up and punch. And this one I kind of have on an angle. So let's match that up and punch. Okay, so we have our 2 flowers, and I'm going to take a dimensional on each one of those. And I'm going to put them in the top left corner, just like so, and then the bottom right corner. And then I thought it needed a rhinestone, so let me show you which ones I chose. I actually chose from our Noble Peacock rhinestones. I'm using this Granny Apple Green color. It just goes along with the soft seafoam green, so I kind of like that. So I'm going to go ahead and put one in the center of each of the flowers for a little sparkle to make that person feel good. There we go. All right. So now I'm ready to add that to my card. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to use some more dimensionals. And let me see if I have an old pack, because what I like to do is do some down the center, and I use these edges up. I like to use them up, so I just put that right down the center so the card will have stability. And then we're going to add that to the card, and we're done. And then you can add whatever sentiment you would like to on the inside for whoever you're trying to cheer up and feel better. Whoops, got a little fuzz there. And we're going to add it right about there. Okay, and that's our card. Isn't that cool? I just think that's so cute and just so cheerful. And because it's white on the inside, we don't need to add anything. Okay, now another idea I came up with, and this is using the Pool Party color. So I took my Pool Party and I put it through with my textured embossed folder. And then I punched these out of our Pleased as Punch Designer Series paper. I just punched out one of, you could stamp it, I guess, and you could color it if you want, but I just punched out the ones that were already done. I popped it up. I said Showered with Love, which is from that stamp set with Under My Umbrella. And then I cut out one of the flowers that were in there, and I used, my colors here are Calypso Coral, and I also just stuck with the Pool Party, so my leaves and the other flowers are also Pool Party. And then for this little heart, I actually used, this is a Stitched Be Mine that's in the back of our annual catalog, and it was this one. So I just cut off like a couple of them, put it through my cutting machine, and I just have some extra ones that I have left over that I could use for more cards that I'll make later. So that's how I made that one. I popped that up too. Okay, so that's another idea. And then this one isn't my idea. This is Wendy Campfield. She actually made this adorable little Easter box and says Happy Easter, and you can put your Easter candy in it. And so I made one of those up too. So if you'd like the supplies, let me get my Sale-a-Bration book back out. If you would like any of these supplies, just go to StampFUNatics.com and you can get all the measurements and you can get all the supplies that I have how I made all of these, and that's including her box. So I hope you had a great day and enjoy these projects. If you do, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. That's StampFUNatics.com. Thanks, and have a great day.